Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You join us start of the straight pull match between JohnSlingblade and Easy Game. It's a one-game match, first to 50 points. At the moment, Easy Game has run out to a lead of 11 points. He's 17 points to 6 in front. He's got a good break ball there, and a 7 ball. Well, he did have, he won't have it in a minute. That was maybe some sort of safety shot, curb and cut shot. I'll talk to John later about that one. And for those of you new to Virtual Pool 4 online, if you're not familiar with straight pool, you'll see in a minute once these two balls are cleared. 15 balls. The object of the game is to break the balls and pot as many balls as you can. The complicated part is on the final ball in each rack, leaving an angle or some way that you can put that final ball and break into that pack, because that's the only way you'll keep your run going. Now, for example, this one here, he could use a bit of English, try and kick it into the pack. He might get lucky. No, he's just missed it. So now he's looking for a decent safety shot, keep things tight. That doesn't look too bad, although he has left a combo. Ball onto the what looks like the 5 ball from here. And he might have came unstuck already. He's going to have to dig something out here. Let's have a little look at the bottom of the table and see what's happening up there. We might be able to get that 10, but it looks very, very tight. It's probably going to go to the jaw. This table as well is a 10-foot table, and it looks, without checking the settings, it looks as if it's on a custom setting, very tight. So these are as tight as you can get the pockets on this table. Oh, there's a gift. Let's see what Easy Game can make from this one. Got Easy 14 ball, probably the 6 to follow. Well, at least that's what I'd be playing. Oh dear, what a disaster. I should point out, I did ask two gentlemen to try and impress us prior to starting the recording. Quite clearly that's went in one ear and out the other, and they basically ignored my advice. Let's see if we can get a run of maybe 3 balls. I'd be impressed if they got 3 balls. So we've got 1, we've got a 9 ball to follow, and probably that 15 ball just sort of south of the pack as we look at it from this camera angle. Well, no, he's cut the 8. He's took the brave option, trying to chip another ball out. He's been a bit unfortunate there though. Let's go back down to the end of the table. Well, in fact, we'll have a quick look here before we go. You know, nothing doing there, so he's only got a nasty cut back on the 11. And that's a good shot. That was mildly impressive, that one. Oh, he's been unlucky again. Now he can pot this 9 and he just needs... Oh, can get to it, but he didn't play the English. The only way he could make the pot angle on that was a bit of left-hand English to cut it in. Score goes to 19 points to 11 in favour of Easy Game. And I don't know about you viewers, but I'm riveted by this. And we've got a straight 4 into the middle. We've got a 15 ball to follow. Just a roll through to the rail, and he's got that... what one's that one there on the other rail? Is that the 12 ball, that pink one? The pink stripe in the left hand rail. Doesn't need to force the cue ball or do anything other than just roll through. Well, he's played it at such a pace he can get the 9, so he's getting the 9, and then the 12 ball will be to follow. It might actually be the 13 ball, I can never remember with these colours. Yes, it's a 12. So we're already on a run of 3. Oh, those nasty tight pockets have done him again. A bit of an untidy mess here at the head of the pyramid. He's got the 3 ball, but he's got no way of breaking those balls. That was a nice one. Is he going for the bank in a 10? Or is it a bank down to the corner pocket? It's hard to tell. Or is it a cut? It might be a cut down the rail, or it might be a cut into the middle. We shall see. It was a cut down the rail. The difficulty with this table is you can't force balls into these corner pockets. If you're a fraction offline, they're not going to drop because you'll get deep shelves, balls will hang over the pocket. So now the troublesome threesome remain. And as you can see, he's now exposed the 13 ball, and this is going to split the 2 remaining balls. Needs a bit of luck to get a nice break ball. Let's see what we can do. He's got the split, but he's missed the ball. And now the break ball will be the 2 ball, sitting just at pretty much the head of the pyramid, so if he gets a good angle in that, it's an excellent ball to break the pack. And if he just slows down, let's have a look at the angle he's got. He's got a nice potting angle on the 13. Oh, and he's missed a 13. And then of course the other problem is, even if he'd got it, he was pretty much dead straight in the 2. He would have been lucky to even get a stun into the edge of that pyramid once they were reset, or re-racked, sorry. Same problem here for easy. He can cut the ball down into the pocket. He needs to come across the table though. And again, you see what power does in this table. And he's done pretty much the same. I think he's left it 2 straight. Now he's got a perfect angle to get the split. The difficulty of course is, you know, this is all your eggs into one basket. You've got to go for the pot. You miss it, you bust the pack open. And well, that speaks for itself. That's you've got to be fully committed. And pay the price should you fail on the first part of that shot. And now Easy's got an easy pot into the corner, and possibly a, well, I was going to say possibly just a combo of the 8 ball onto the 2, but for some reason he thought he had to draw back. Nice slow shot this should be, just to hug onto the top rail. Probably come to rest near that 8 ball. He might even want to draw into it, I don't know. Hit that too hard, needed to be gentle. Just a nice slow roll into the corner pocket. He would have been on the rail and he would have had an easy 2 ball to follow. Now John has to redeem himself here. He's been given a lifeline. That could have easily been a run of 10 or more. It's a chance to get himself into the lead. Oh, he's looking good here for a few. Got to make the most of this opportunity. Now he's got the 5 ball. I might try and roll to the rail. Yep. Now again, with this shot, he just needs to actually punch it in. And he got lucky. The punch shot like that, dead accuracy needed. That ball was going to hang over the pocket. He got the double hit and got away with it. But once again, a run of 6 and we've broken down. So he never did get that lead. It's all tied up, 23 points all. Oh dear. I think the pressure's getting to the 2 of these guys. Simple roll down the rail, try and leave the 8 ball in the same place. He's managed that. Now, I would want to play this. Oh, he's taking the other one into the middle. And is he going to hook himself? he would have left a... let me see. Well, he would have left a fairly straightforward combo. Personally, myself, I would have went for the 8 ball and came around the corner with a bit of right English, get a choice of these 2 balls into that same pocket. And that allows you to go into a 3D view. Has he got the double bank? Well, that'll be a missed call because he played the bank, he didn't play the double, so in the top right hand corner there it is. Most of the guys play straight pool in virtual pool, where you would tend to call all non-obvious shots. When you're playing a bank, you should normally call a shot. It's 6 and half a dozen because you know, most guys that play straight pool are honest enough that they'll miscall their shot when it's clearly not where it was intended. However, had he called the shot and it had double banked like it did, the game would then of course automatically have miscalled it. So here we go, it's an ugly looking table. We've got 1 ball at the head string end here, really tight in the pocket, difficult to control the cue ball, and pretty straight it looks like as well. So it's a deep draw shot, as the Americans call it. We would call it a screw shot. In fact, it was so deep in the pocket that he hit it slightly off line, maybe got a bit of English on it and rattled in the jaws and killed the speed of the cue ball. There might be an attempted bank here, it's difficult to say. I think we could say that was probably an attempted bank. And just so that you guys that are watching know, the 2 players actually in another TeamSpeak room. The 2 of them are talking to one another. They'll be calling shots anyway. I'm just in a separate commentary room so we don't hear their chatter and so I don't disturb them. So scores 28 points to 24 in favour of JohnSlingblade, so he's got his lead. Fairly straightforward cut along the rail, good angle in the cue ball here to bring it down for the 3, but played with no pace whatsoever. That's what, 5 foot short of where it should be if the intended ball was a 3. Perhaps I'll give the benefit of the doubt that he played to get there and give himself a break shot. If it gets a connect, I think it's a 13 ball, we'll see in a minute. That one there possibly, no, that's an 11 ball. My eyes are terrible. He's called it. It's gone nowhere near. But has he got away with it? Now that is a tight 9 down the rail. It will go. I think it will squeeze past. Let's have a look. Yeah, oh no, you can get a bus through there, no problem. You've just got to favour to be too cute. If you favour the rail, it's got to go in if you play the right pace. Yeah, that'll do it. That was well played. So now we have an 11 ball into the corner. He could try drawing across, trying tucking in behind. He's got the kiss in the 15, which has actually left him on the 3. And probably, if he gets the right pace, come back up for the 15 into the opposite corner. I don't know what he's thinking, but that's what I'm thinking. But that's gone wrong because he's he's punched to 3 when he didn't really need to. He just needed to let the cue ball run. So both these guys getting plenty of opportunities to score points, but as I say, you've got to have got to give them a little bit of leeway. It's a really tight table, and you've got to be 100% accurate to score heavily in this table. Of course, the other difference is if you look side on and you look at that that table in the background, you can see that that is a standard 9-foot pool table, and the one that we have centre screen, the one that the guys are playing on, is the new 10-footer, which has been introduced to Virtual Pool 4 online. And it brings a game, because such are the physics in Virtual Pool 4 that you have really got to work hard to manoeuvre that cue ball and get the power into your shots to get it round the table. So another one rattles in the jaws. John's got a chance here to just nibble away at that scoreboard. Has a 5-point lead now, 33 to 28. Now sometimes I get critical of guys where they just play shots too quick. They don't take that extra couple of seconds just to sight themselves. So that lead may well be whittled away here. Every ball is potable. Again, when you come to the table in this situation, the first thing that should come into your head is, with so few balls on the table, you've got to pick out the one that's going to be your break ball, and clearly that one there, the one ball, is sitting in a perfect position for a break shot. So if he can help it, he doesn't want to move it. Five ball isn't easy. Cue ball wants to come back across the table in the wrong direction, so he'd want to try and leave a shot on this 7 ball. Did a bit more pace, but of course even with that pace it's still a struggle to get them to go in. That looks as if that perfect 1 ball is going to go. And now the table's gotten a bit ugly again. The 1 ball's actually sitting pretty tight to the pyramid once the balls are re-racked. Although even when they are re-racked, there still might be enough room just to get a potting angle on that 1 ball. It's hard to visualise how the balls will sit in that pyramid once they're re-racked. Although this shot might move it anyway. Yep. So now the odds are very likely that it's going to be one of these balls behind the pyramid that's going to get it's going to be the ball that they're going to concentrate on to break the pack from the back. But there might be a bit of banging about here, and the balls might end up all over the place again. Is he calling the bank? He's went for the cut. fairly straightforward one ball, but again, if we look at it from the player's point of view, very, very difficult to get that ball in. You really need to dig down in the cue ball to try and get some draw onto the rail, and maybe a bit of bottom right English to kick it up to these balls. He might just cut his losses and take the point and then deal with the next shot. Worry about cue ball position after this. Yeah. So probably a called bank here. It looks as if it's sitting dead set for a double bank, up and down. He hasn't. We haven't seen a visual indicator that he's called it, but again, he's probably told John the pocket he's going for. Yeah, it looked more likely it was going to be a double bank than a straightforward bank. So now that's split the balls. That's opened up the game. Unfortunately, he's left the break ball there. Oh, and it's more or less went back into position. It's a bit tight to the back of the pyramid, but we'll see in a minute when he pots this 10. That looks pretty damn good to me. Now again, this is an all or nothing shot. Easy's 3 points behind. He's got to get this 6 because these balls are going to go all over the place. Oh, and the worst possible outcome, he's scratched. Now here's a great opportunity. Just one thing to point out as well, that 6 ball has gone into the kitchen, so although John has cue ball in hand, that kitchen line, anything within that kitchen line he can't play, so that 6 ball was effectively dead until he potted the other one there. So now the 6 ball is a live ball, he can play that anytime he wants now. And it's John that's building up this lead at a critical time in the game. Needs only 12. Oh, that struggled in. But has he got a shot? Well, he does. And nothing's easy. Is he playing a bank? I don't know what he's looking at this free ball. No, he's just studying the table. That's a nice one. He's in business now. He's in prime position. Now, the thing is, that 1 ball goes as well, which is stuck next to the 7. Hopefully he's already studied that, but disaster, he's missed a 10 ball. He's thrown away his chance to... Just get myself centred up here. Make it a bit tidier looking. That's better. Now we know from having that 1 ball goes. So just a simple roll through and he's left on the 7. And not only is he on the 7, but he's actually got a perfect angle, I think. I'll have a quick look. Well, he does have an angle, but again, this is a sort of one of these punchy shots. You want to play this with a bit of top and left, kick off the rail. You see what happens? Same again. Rattles in the jaws. It could have done with a bit of a better angle there. Just a bit too straight. Oh dear, that was a bad miss. And that suddenly got ugly as well. He's got one choice, and it's going to be, I think that's a 5 ball. So he's looking away from the pocket, he's not looking at the line of sight, and this is a difficult shot. But if he plays it pretty much on line and at a nice pace, the pocket will take it. Even if he does get to the jaw, just got to be a nice pace. And now we're going for something spectacular here. Well, answers on a postcard as to what that was, because I haven't a clue. It certainly wasn't an exhibition shot. And another chance thrown away there by John. I don't think John wants to get to this finishing line. He's only 9 points away. 8-point lead. He's given Easy every opportunity to steal this game. So 10 ball, 6 ball. Just roll it in. Make your life easy. Just a roll in shot in the 10. Hold the 6. Get the cue ball up for the 8 ball into the same pocket as the 10 ball. That's 3 on the board straight away. Nothing complicated. And now we're in limbo. That was just didn't need to be hit at that pace. I presume he was trying to get onto the 8 ball, or was he coming back across the 6? I don't know. He's got the cut. 6 ball drops. Got a nice angle on the 8. Excuse me. It's quite makes your throat dry, this commentary business. There's the potting angle in the 5. And there's the potting angle in the 8. None of them easy. For Easy. That was a little bit of humour there, folks. And that was only about 4 inches off the knuckle. And it's a gift. Take your pick. Another poor shot. Guys are in a rush to get this over with, because I think they didn't fancy humiliating himself in this video. But they've done a pretty damn good job at doing it though. Give them credit for that. And that was again another terrible shot. I think they're gradually falling apart at the seams, this pair. The longer this match goes, the worse the shots are getting. None of them want to win it, quite clearly. Now, 5 ball sitting right on the nose of the pyramid, so that needs to move. But once again, these plans are scuppered. Good bank. I hope that was a call bank. It probably was. Again, he's got a nice angle on this 11, but you've got to hit it with power to get the cue ball into the pack. he got the second part of the shot right. But again, the pockets just won't take these balls. Well, this is one of these who dares win shots. If he plays this with a bit of dig in the cue ball, can maybe stun into the bunch, but he has to get the one. Or is he going for the bank? No, he's went for the pot. He's got away with it. No major damage done. Or can he get the pot and angle in that 5? It looks tight. He's got it. He's got it. By Jove, he almost got it. Again, stuck deep in the pocket. Where's the ball going? Nobody knows. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, has he got lucky? Is he on that 6 ball? Take a look at that 6 ball. Yep. That's nice. It just squeezes past the 10 ball. Critical point of the match. Pressure shot. He's got it, but he's forgotten about the cue ball. So now he's dug a hole for himself. He's got no safety to the left side other than trying to tuck up behind the 7 ball. I think if he just went off that back rail there and tucked up behind the 7 and hit the rail, he might have left him a slim chance, but he felt he had to go for it. Went for a near on impossible cut. John comes back to the table, needing only 6 points for victory. He's got the split in those 2. That's a good shot. So there's enough balls sitting here in the open. Doesn't need to touch that block of balls in the middle of the table. Just needs to pick his way through and the game should be over. And the other thing about Virtual Pool 4 is once he gets to the hill, once he's on 49, when he goes to shoot his last match ball, it will automatically be a called shot. But will he get there? Let's see. Oh, that's a nasty one at this stage of the game. Is it going to cut? Oh, it's went in. Good shot. So now he's on the hill and he's got what I would describe as an easy out. Just a nice roll, 15 ball into the corner, and it's match over. Oh dear. Now, if that had been played at pocket pace, it could have dropped. He chose to again play that punchy type of shot, and 9 times out of 10 a lot of these pockets won't take. So Reggie's been handed a lifeline. Oh dear, he's thrown it away as soon as he's got it, straight into the pocket. What a scratch. Reggie, of course, is Easy Game. John is JohnSlingblade. And I'm 9ball.com, otherwise known as Hugh. But I shouldn't have to tell you that. Oh, disaster. Or is it? He's left the four ball in the open. Nothing else happening up at this end of the table, so he's got away with it. Easy's going to have his work cut out even to pot this, but let alone get the cue ball anywhere near these balls up here. The only one that's open is the 15. Everything else is tied up. And I'm going to hedge my bets this time. This has got to be the shot. A simple cut down the rail, and it's got to go in. And it's over. So, oh, and it isn't. He must have fouled. Yeah, he did. My mistake. Now he's on the hill. Too busy concentrating on the table, not looking at the scores. This is what happens. You end up looking like an umpty. So he still needs the 1 point. And Easy's still clinging on by the skin of his teeth. Now, how unfortunate is that? That's the ball that John needs. But it's got 3 Guardians covering it. So he's going for the bank. That's actually not a bad call. At this stage of the game, you'll take anything like that. And again, has he left him an opportunity? Yep, well, this has got to be an attacking shot. Can he get the cut angle on that 8 ball? I think he can. So he's going to split these two. And he's still in the game if he gets this. If he doesn't, it's the sellout shot. And it goes in. Now, had this been on normal pockets, I would hand this to him and he'd be starting the next rack in a minute's time, but you can't guarantee anything. Now, if the 9 ball remains in that pyramid where the rack would normally be re-racked at the end of the rack itself, the 9 ball would be blocking the rack obviously, but he's actually cleared it. What would actually happen is the 9 ball would be spotted down on the head string in the middle of the table, and that makes way for all the balls to get re-racked. And so the match goes on. Easy Game gets another point on the board. He's now only 8 points behind. Each time Easy comes to the table in this situation, he always has it in the back of his mind that this could be his last shot. This is a perfect example. Oh, that's a nice one. Took it well. Good position. Not a position as such that will give him a good break shot, but he has to force this in the middle. Get that cue ball in and out of the kitchen. Oh dear. Oh, it's there. But he erred on the safety. Keep it tight. That was a sensible thing to do, and make John work for his win. Now, has he got any sort of shot here to break these balls and pick one of the corner balls? He's chosen a 14, nominating it into the left pocket as we look at it, or, well, seeing as it's a top down view, the top right pocket, but it's actually the left hand corner pocket as you look at it from the head string. Let's see how this works out. And sayonara. So this has got to be the called shot, and John's got what I would describe as an easy 5 for the match. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. John won line on VP4. See you later, guys.